Howdy folks, I'm Caleb from Barrel Age Games, and today I am stoked to show you how to play Stool Pigeon. This game was designed by a gentleman named Nate Miller. Nate's an awesome guy, and this game is incredible. We play this game probably more than any game in our collection. Game takes about 5 to 10 minutes. You can play it from 2 players up to 6 players, and it's super easy to teach. I'm going to show you right now. Let's get to it. Okay, so first off, I got to tell you the backstory. The backstory of Stool Pigeon is that you are the head of a notorious pigeon mafia family, and it is up to you and your friends here, the pigeons, to eliminate as many witnesses from your crime scene. Your crime scene will be the 4 cards that you'll have. Try to get the lowest numbers, and you'll notice these numbers range from 2 all the way to 10. There's even a rat in there, which you don't even know how much he's worth until the end of the game. Each one of these pigeons have actions on them, so when you play these pigeons, you're going to get that effect. However, they've also seen some things, and so the numbers listed on those pigeon cards will also count against you at the end of the game. So let's get to it. All right, so the setup for Stool Pigeon is as simple as you deal 4 cards from the deck to each player. Place them in a grid like this, and you're ready to go. So, first thing that all players do is that they're going to look at the 2 cards at the furthest bottom, or the closest cards to them, and secretly, they're looking at these secretly, and then you're going to try to memorize what these numbers are. This is a 3 pigeon, this is a number 8. Obviously, you're going to keep that secret, and then put that back down. That's the last time you get to look at your cards for free. I'll show you how you're going to peek at cards further down the road. So, remembering where those are, choose a player at random to go first. Usually we pick the player who won the last round, kind of a thing. So, how a turn goes, you're going to take the top deck, you take the top card, again, trying to memorize that, and you must replace it with one of the 4 cards in your crime scene. This number is lower than this number, and remember, you're trying to get the lowest hand. So, I may go ahead and do that, putting that guy face up there. Great. My turn's done. We'll go over to this guy. Let's see what he had. All right, so he's got a 3 and a 5 pigeon. Good. Good to know. I'll show you why that matters in a second. Okay, so he's going to draw from here. Ooh, perfect. So here's the fun part. So if ever somebody plays a witness card, a card with a number like this, any player at the table can immediately slap down a card that is the exact same card to it, eliminating it from their crime scene. I'll show you how that would work. So I have this, which is a pretty low number. I could replace it here, again, getting rid of this, but what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then immediately scramble back to grab that 3 and eliminate it. Now, if it was this player that had the 3 and that 3 was played, they could then immediately slap that down too. It is the first player to put that matching witness card on there. It is now done. Another player cannot put a 3 on there. And did we have one? I think we did. A 3 pigeon is not the same as a 3 witness. You can only eliminate witness cards. Can't go slapping pigeons. That's not nice. Okay, we're going to come back here to me. It's now my turn. I'm going to go ahead and draw. That's a pretty good card. I'm going to go ahead and replace it with this pigeon. So remember, the pigeons are here to help you out. Also, though, they do have a number value. So this is not really helping me because I'm getting rid of a lower number and keeping a higher number. However, as soon as you play a pigeon card, that's when you get the bonus. Now, the Vendetta pigeon allows me to sneak a peek at any card on the table. I'm going to choose to sneak a peek at this guy here. All right, that's a 7 pigeon, also a good card. Now I get to switch any 2 cards at the table. If I remember, this is not that great. I'm going to go ahead and switch this card with, we'll just go ahead with this one. I don't get to peek at it. Remember, I already did my peek. Now I did my swap. Good to go. Back to this player. They're going to draw a card. They might be thinking what I gave them is probably pretty bad, so maybe they just go ahead and replace it. Again, if anybody has a 7 at the table, they're going to immediately slap that down. Let's say that, let's pick on a card. Let's say it was a really low card, like a 2. Maybe they didn't, I was goofing with them, I actually gave them a 2, they discarded it. You can draw, if this is a witness card that has not been eliminated. Remember, we eliminated a 3 here, so this does not count. It's been eliminated, it's trashed, you cannot touch it. However, if a player ever just swaps out a normal card, that card is fair game. So on my turn, I can choose to draw from the top of the deck, or I can choose a witness card, remember, just a numbered witness card that has not been eliminated. I would definitely do that, taking that card, replacing it, and then moving forward like that. Okay, I want to cover one other quick thing. So let's say it's this player's turn. They're going to draw, looking at this in secret, then they're going to replace it, pop that down. Now, let's say that I think I remember I had an 8 here, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and slap that down. Turns out it's not an 8. I goofed. What do? All right, well, one, you have to take back the card that you slapped down that was incorrect. Then, the player that did an incorrect stack on there, the one that tried to eliminate a card and failed, has to take a penalty card without looking at it from the top of the deck and place it now in their crime scene. So it is very important to keep track of where all your cards are. Okay, I want to cover 2 last things and then you're ready to play the game. Let's say it's my turn here. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to replace it with, we'll place it with this guy here. It's the rat. Okay, I mentioned this guy is trouble. The problem is because if I try to play him or remove him from my crime scene, he always scurries right back into my crime scene. That's the problem with the rat. So the only way to get rid of the rat, if I knew this was the rat, is to play a card like a pigeon card that would allow me to swap the rat, meaning move it to another player. That's the only way to get rid of the rat. So keep an eye on that rat. You don't want him in your crime scene. Another one, I'll go back to this player. So let's say he draws a card and he's going to swap it out with this guy. Now, this is the Kingpin. It's a great card because it's only worth 1 point. However, with this card, you can add, meaning take the top card and add it to any player's crime scene, or you can choose to eliminate any card from your crime scene, including, like I could say this card, I'm going to trash it, or even more importantly, I'm going to eliminate the rat. The only card is the Kingpin is the only card you can use to get rid of the rat. Okay, now we're going to go over endgame scoring. So let's say it was my turn. It goes over to this player's turn. They think, you know what? I think I have a lower total number of cards here, a lower total score than this player. So instead of drawing a card, this player is going to choose to knock, signaling to all the other players that this is their final round. So all the players are going to go, myself included. I have to go. And now I'm stuck with just about anything. Let me, I don't know. I don't even know what this one was. Well, it's a 6. So player knocks, it goes all the way around the table. Now, all players are going to flip over the cards that they had, and then you add up the total. In this case, well, let's see. This guy has 8 plus the rat. The rat is whatever the next card in the deck's value would be. In this case, it's 7, so they have 15, and they clearly take the win with that one. So that's Stool Pigeon. Have fun with it. We love this game. It is a blast to play. Thanks so much.